Choosing a Halloween costume can reveal a lot about our personality and deep psychological aspects. From a psychological perspective, costumes give us the opportunity to bring to life hidden desires, instincts, or archetypes that we usually do not express in everyday life. One way to understand this phenomenon is through Carl Jung's archetypes. Jung believed that each person carries certain universal symbols and images that shape our actions, dreams, and fantasies. Let's take a look at how popular Halloween costumes reflect deep archetypes and what they can reveal about your personality. Vampire or witch, the shadow archetype. The shadow archetype in Jung's concept represents the dark side of our personality, those instincts and desires that we try to hide or deny. Vampire or witch costumes are often associated with seduction, power, and darkness. Vampire. If you choose a vampire costume, it may indicate a desire to go beyond social norms, to express inner strength, power, and sexuality. The vampire symbolizes defiance of moral and life laws, as well as a desire for immortality and control over others. Witch. The witch embodies the archetype of magic, mystery, and the power of nature. It symbolizes a woman who controls forces usually considered beyond human control. The witch also represents rebellion against social constraints and a quest for personal power. Superhero or superheroine. The hero archetype. The hero archetype is one of the most well-known in Jungian psychology. It symbolizes the struggle against evil, overcoming difficulties, and saving the world. People who choose superhero costumes may subconsciously express a desire to be strong, just, and meaningful to society. Superhero. Choosing this costume may indicate a drive for achievement, a desire to help others, and a sense of responsibility for goodness. You may have a strong need for recognition of your strength and ability to overcome obstacles. Princess or knight, the child and warrior archetypes. These costumes are associated with the archetypes of the child and the warrior. The princess reflects the archetype of the innocent child, seeking protection and longing to experience magic and charm. The knight represents the archetype of the warrior, always ready to fight and protect. Princess. Choosing a princess costume may indicate a desire to feel loved, protected, and special. It symbolizes innocence, charm, and a quest for beauty and harmony in life. Knight. The knight's costume symbolizes honor, courage, and readiness to defend others. Those who choose this character often identify with principles of justice, loyalty, and strength. It may also reflect an inner need to display courage in difficult situations. Ghost or skeleton. The death and sage archetypes. Ghosts and skeletons are closely linked to the archetypes of death and sage. They reflect our inner anxiety about death and the unknown, as well as the search for deeper answers to philosophical questions. Ghost. Choosing a ghost costume may indicate curiosity about death, the afterlife, and mysteries. It may also be a sign that you wish to be noticed or confront your inner fears of the unknown. Skeleton. The skeleton is a universal symbol of mortality. Those who choose this costume may subconsciously express a desire to understand and accept the end of life. It can also reflect an inner search for wisdom and deep understanding of life's processes. Animals, e.g., cat, wolf, tiger. The animal instinct archetype. Animal images are closely connected to the animal instinct archetype. These costumes embody our basic instincts, primal desires, aggression, temptation, or protection. Cat. The cat symbolizes independence, grace, and mystery. Choosing this costume may indicate a desire to be enigmatic, self-sufficient, yet gentle and sensual. Wolf. The wolf symbolizes wild nature and freedom. Those who choose this image may have a strong connection with nature and a desire to be strong and independent. The wolf is also associated with leadership and protection of one's pack. Zombie or monster. The shadow and rebel archetypes. Costumes of zombies, monsters, or mutants often symbolize the dark side of our nature that we are not always ready to acknowledge. It can also be an expression of the rebel archetype, desiring to break rules and go beyond social norms. Zombie. Choosing a zombie costume may indicate a subconscious desire to explore hidden fears of losing control or bodily decay. It can also be a way to express protest against societal norms and routine. Monster. The monster represents our inner self, which may be hidden, aggressive, or rejected by society. Those who choose this costume often have a deep desire to explore their individuality, go beyond others' expectations, and express their true emotions. Clown or mythical characters, the Trickster or Seeker archetype. Clown costumes or characters from folklore, such as Loki or Peter Pan, reflect the Trickster archetype, someone who seeks to subvert expectations and play on human weaknesses. Clown. If you choose a clown costume, it may indicate a desire to make people laugh, but also a tendency to hide your true feelings. Deep down, such people often have complex emotions they mask with humor. Mythical characters. Mythical heroes like Peter Pan symbolize the Seeker archetype, a person striving to escape reality and seek new worlds. Those who choose such costumes may have a desire to preserve childlike innocence or embark on a quest for new possibilities and freedom. Mummy, the Immortality and Ancient Wisdom archetype. The mummy costume symbolizes a connection with death, burial, and ancient rituals. However, it also embodies the idea of immortality, and thus, undying existence. Mummy. If you choose this costume, it may indicate an interest in the themes of death and life after it. It can also symbolize hidden wisdom and ancient knowledge coming to the surface. A person who chooses a mummy costume may subconsciously desire to understand the mysteries of the past and confront their own fears of mortality and decay. Dr. Frankenstein, the creator and seeker of answers archetype. Dr. Frankenstein embodies the creator archetype, someone who seeks to surpass nature by creating new forms of life. This image reflects inner conflict between knowledge, power, and moral responsibility. Dr. Frankenstein. Choosing this costume may indicate a desire for knowledge and control over the forces of nature or even people. Those who choose this costume often feel an internal conflict between their desire for great achievements and the need to recognize the limits of their power. It can also symbolize fear of the consequences of their actions and reluctance to accept moral responsibility for what they create. Robot, the machine archetype and escape from emotions. A robot or android costume is often chosen by those who associate themselves with rationality, logic, and detachment from emotions. Robot. Those who choose a robot costume may subconsciously seek to distance themselves from their emotions or from others. It symbolizes control, predictability, and structure. However, this costume may also reflect fear of losing one's human side or feeling alienated from social interactions. It is a way to show a desire for perfect order and rationality, while avoiding emotional vulnerability. Pirate, the rebel, and traveler archetype. The pirate image is a symbol of freedom, independence, and defiance of social norms. It is also the archetype of an adventurer who doesn't recognize authority and constantly seeks new challenges. Pirate. Choosing this costume may indicate a desire for freedom and a longing to break free from the constraints of everyday life. People who choose the pirate image often have a rebellious spirit, resist established rules, and seek new adventures. This costume also reflects a desire to explore new horizons, ignoring the rules and laws. Nurse or doctor, the healer and teacher archetype. Costumes of medical workers, such as a nurse or doctor, reflect the healer archetype. It is a symbol of care, assistance, and saving lives. Nurse or doctor. Those who choose this costume may feel a need to care for others and provide help. It symbolizes a deep desire to heal or save people, often linked to altruistic aspirations and a desire to help. Additionally, it can also be a manifestation of inner responsibility for the health and well-being of others. Werewolf, the shapeshifter, and animal instinct archetypes. The werewolf combines two aspects, the human and the beast. It is the shapeshifter archetype, representing the internal struggle between a person's civilized side and their primal, wild instincts. Werewolf. Those who choose a werewolf costume may feel internal tension between self-control and spontaneity. This image symbolizes animal instincts that awaken within a person and break free at certain moments. The werewolf also reflects a desire to break free from social constraints and unleash one's primal strength and independence. Conclusion: Halloween costumes are not just for fun. They're a way to explore and express hidden aspects of our personality. They allow us to release archetypes that rarely appear in everyday life, from the hero and rebel to the healer, or even the monster. Through costume choices, we not only express our desires and aspirations, but also explore our fears, hopes, and deep psychological aspects of our self. And what costume did you choose for Halloween this year? Write in the comments to find out which archetype your choice represents. Maybe you're a hero, or perhaps a mysterious witch or a cunning trickster. Very soon, we'll have a new video for you, where we'll dive into the psychology of horror movies. Why do we love them so much? Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated.